holiday shoppers. Sort of. You can finally go window shopping on HealthCare.gov. It is part of a mini makeover of the botched website. But does a makeover really fix anything, or is it just cosmetic? The Hale's Elise Bivak is back with us. She joins us. Elise, nice to see you. And tell me, what's this makeover the website's getting?
So the Obama administration expanded the amount of information that people can access on healthcare.gov without having to create an account, without having to go through this process that's created a bottleneck for so many people trying to access these plans. Now you can see provider networks for the first time, you can see out-of-pocket costs for the first time, and they're seeing this as a boon to consumers who just want some information about their healthcare plans before they sign up.
Before they had this, I know that there was a lot of criticism of you actually had to put your name in, give your social security number, date of birth. How much more information do you have to give?
Oh, plenty of information. Your date of birth, every member of your family, their dates of birth, their social security numbers, your address, maybe some previous addresses if you've moved recently. So there's a lot of information that people had to supply up front in order to even start the shopping process. What they're doing now is creating more opportunities to look at information before you have to create that account. And people are liking it, they say.
All right, so I can now go on, I can look at the bronze plan of the different plans, I can see the prices, I can see what they offer before I have to give one lick of information?
That's exactly right. And I think the most important thing here is you can see those provider networks. We're talking so much about the president's promise that you could keep your doctor. And those provider networks are key for that because you need to know whether the same doctor that you had on your previous insurance policy that might have been canceled will be on this new one, and I think that's the information people want.
All right, okay, but what is it, that one part, though, that Mr. Manuel said Sunday here on Fox News, you can keep your doctor if you like, if you're willing to pay more. Can you figure that one out there?
It's tough. I mean, a lot of people are going to be looking at those provider network informations to see if they have a local hospital that they're going to be able to easily access, because we know insurance companies, in order to conserve costs, are limiting these provider networks.
Yeah, that's like Cedars-Sinai, MD Anderson, Sloan Kettering, which is, that's just what my off the record was just about.
No, that's exactly right. And so people are concerned that when they sign up for plans, whether it's because of Obamacare regulations or not, they're going to suddenly have coverage that doesn't allow them to access providers in their local communities. And this is a huge problem for rural Americans, too, because they don't have a lot of providers to begin with.
Why didn't they do that in the first place? Why didn't they let you know what your choices were before you had to give all that information?
Well, originally that was the plan, that on October 1st, when healthcare.gov debuted, this was going to be part of what consumers could access without having to create an account. But in the weeks leading up to that, things were so chaotic, they said, listen, we really need to scale back what we're doing with this website. We're just going to try to make the basic system work. Of course, it didn't, as we've seen. But now they're rolling it back out, saying that this is a boon to consumers because also it eliminates that bottleneck on the account creation side.
All right, one quick question. Have they figured out yet how to pay the insurance companies, the back end of this website?
No, that system is still in progress. In fact,
built?
No, it's not built. It wasn't supposed to be ready until this month, but insurers are concerned that it won't be ready until January.
They ought to be concerned. Anyway, Elise, thank you.
Thanks, Greta.